So this week's review, we're looking at a 1990s cartoon that was made into a video game for the Mega Drive. Very nostalgic, this one. I remember this as a child. I was about 10-year-old when it came out. And a lot of people who I've spoken to remember the theme tune very fondly. We're looking at a football cartoon, The Hurricanes. The game is based on the cartoon of the same name from 1993. Viewers in the UK would remember this being shown on CITV about a football team in the World Soccer League who would have adventures touring weekly around the world, fighting for justice on and off the pitch, usually against the opposite team, who would try and sabotage and cheat in order to win, but the Hurricanes would always do the right thing and end up winning. The cartoon was a joint venture between ITV Scotland and DIC Entertainment. I always assumed wrongly that it was an American show on the back of the World Cup USA 94 to get kids interested in soccer, but it was apparently a British idea made by the American French company DIC. It lasted 5 seasons and ran from 1993 to 1997, with only season 1 being broadcast in the USA. And the game for this was released in 1994 and was developed by US Gold and Arc Developments and published by US Gold. The game is a platformer and you choose one of the 4 Hurricane players, Carl, Hero, Rude or Amanda, and you negotiate your way through the levels. There are no advantages to the different players. This is merely a cosmetic choice. You use the football as a weapon to kick at the enemies, with a new ball appearing if the ball is kicked away from you. You can collect items to replenish your health, such as apples, oranges, burgers and drinks. There are also ribbons and trophies to collect throughout the game. The Mega Drive game consists of 5 levels, with 3 stages, with bosses to fight at the end of each stage. The enemies do seem really random. You end up fighting armadillos, gorillas, crocodiles, and there's a pirate boss as well who fires cannons at you. People chasing you with helicopters, flying ghosts and poltergeists and strange goblins. For some reason the world seems to hate the Hurricanes and will do anything to stop you from getting to the stadium to play the Gorgons. As a platform game, it's not bad. There are a lot worse platform games that came out around this time and this is quite fun to play. I think the use of the football items in the game gives it some really cool touches, and if you were a fan of the Hurricanes at the time you would have enjoyed playing this game. And for example, they do have a lot of the football element in it, even though it's not a football game, such as if you die at any point in the game, the referee will come and give you a yellow card, and when it's game over, you get a red card, and all the football apparel that you can collect, like the ribbons and trophies, and the half-time orange that replenishes your health as well, that's also in there. To be honest though, I really think they missed an opportunity by not doing a football simulator. US Gold have done quite a few football simulators and I think it would have added a better touch to it, being if you could play as the Hurricanes playing the other teams around the world. I think it would have added a better element to it, even if they did have the mini games in between. If they made it a football simulator, I really do think it was a missed opportunity and it would have made the game just amazing if there was that point where you could actually have a football match as well. Overall, as a standalone platformer, it's quite fun to play. I really enjoyed it. There's loads of really fun things to do in it and it's not as frustrating, it's quite responsive. There is 1 or 2 bits where you seem to jump off the edge or you don't recognise the scenery to the platforms. But I think that was the problem with a lot of games around this time. This used to happen. But apart from that, it's a solid platformer. I think with them missing out on not doing a football simulator, I think that was my only gripe with this game. I mean, I'd never heard of it until I've got it recently, and I thought when I first put it on that's what it was going to be. So for that, I mean, I'm not a big fan of platformers anyway, but I enjoyed what I played of it, and I will definitely give this a 6 out of 10. Yeah, so like I've said previously, it's not too bad as a platform game, but I think they really messed up where they could have made it as a football simulator. They could just have the platform elements, but maybe the last boss at the end was some form of football simulator where you had to take a free kick or a penalty. I think that would have made it a much better game. Also as well, the Hurricane theme isn't in the game at all. I think that's a really big miss, because most people I've spoken to remember the Hurricane theme above everything. So I think they've really missed, with them missing the actual theme out, it's just a really big miss in my opinion to not have it in the game, especially the 16-bit version. It could have been really iconic, but that's the two things that I take away from the game. Like missed opportunities, I think. They could have really made it a really good football simulator. So yeah, that's it for this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it as always, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments as well if you watched it as a kid or any other cartoons that were made into games that you remember. Let me know. I'll see if I have them and I can do a review on them. But I really appreciate you watching, and if you'd like to subscribe, I'm trying to push for 100 subscribers, so if you could help me out, I'd really appreciate that. But if not, I just really appreciate you watching the video, and I hope to see you soon in another video.